Morning, mate.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. It has been a very, very long time.
It has.
But you've
It
been
has indeed.
you've been very, very busy.
This morning I
Yeah.
have, yes.
So we have a huge field of soybeans to harvest today.
We
But
do.
thanks to your hard work, we have auto drive set up to do all of the carting and running back to the silo. So
Fingers crossed, yes.
if auto drive doesn't work, it's all your fault. Okay?
Yes. Yeah, I can't even argue with that one. Yeah,
No, no, we'll go with that. I like that. It sounds perfectly sensible to me.
it does.
Yeah, I'd totally forgotten what we were doing on here.
It's been long enough that I had as well, so
Yeah,
I've just plumped for a nice easy task
of sitting in a combine.
of sitting in a combine. I say easy, hopefully it's all works well. I've fertilised our grass field,
Excellent.
and Courseplay has very kindly limed field number 5 for us.
That was the
The
cornfield.
corn.
Nice,
Yeah,
because that's huge.
yeah. So that took 45 minutes, which was good.
It's nice.
So
I
yeah,
do
we're in a
like that Courseplay tells you how long it's going to take again.
yes. It's and yeah. I mean, I was just relying off Simple Inspector, but
Mm.
yes, it is incredibly handy.
Yeah, that's a nice. I was about to say, and that's another nice feature that Simple Inspector picks that up and tells you as you're doing other things.
It is.
So I
You're getting a
was
bit of a wobble on. Is that your combine or is it the ground?
the ground, I think. I think I'm following the terrain.
Excellent.
It's these stupidly big combine headers. They,
Necessarily big, I think,
yeah,
is the word.
maybe. I'm really curious how much we get off the field today. This field is ridiculous.
I did have a quick look, and it was quite a good amount, to be fair.
This field is
A couple of hundred
ridiculous.
thousand.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice little payday.
It should do, yes. We could do with the cash.
Yeah, we are a little bit broke. Um,
We are. We've returned the 2 class combines.
yeah,
They're gone. So it's just us and auto drive today. What could possibly go wrong?
hopefully we'll get it done in time.
Oh, yeah.
If not,
I
we'll
should
get
have.
part of a field harvested.
Well, yes, yes. We're both on a bit of a time constraint today, aren't we? So,
Yeah,
but there's something's better than nothing.
it is. And, if we don't get it finished, we can just finish it off afterwards.
Exactly. Yes.
Or we can finish it in the next
Exactly.
video. Hopefully, I know at my end, life is getting somewhat more normal. So hopefully this will be a regular thing again.
Hopefully, yes.
But, yeah, I don't like it when life's so crazy that doing fun stuff hard.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but we said earlier, we were joking about priorities. It's
Yeah,
it's a must sometimes, isn't it? But
yeah. Sometimes jobs and family have to come before playing video games.
exactly. Yes.
Only sometimes.
Exactly. So, yeah, yeah. Occasionally.
Yeah. It feels like it's been about a month, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the last time we actually recorded one of these. So.
No, I can't remember. I looked back earlier, actually. I didn't look when it was, but I looked back early to see what we were actually doing. And that was the
The trucking.
trucking mayhem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was kind of disappointed how the short did of that.
Yeah, that, I think that's the thing with shorts is you think, oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
And then it gets 3.5 views
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. And makes like 0.1 of a penny.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's yeah. I've really not embraced making shorts.
No, I think they. I don't know, especially with this. I think if you listen to people like vidIQ and stuff, they say you should be doing it from your live streams and all this lot, which is a valid point. But if you're not doing that, then it's unless it's like with us,
yeah,
sometimes they can feel quite forced.
yeah. Unless
Sometimes it just lands on a plate and
yeah, yeah. And the one my better one was just cropping out the telehandler falling over in Attingham Park.
sleepy
Yeah.
telehandler.
Oh, the number of times I've done stuff like that. So I generally my front load. I generally play with the front axle unlocker mod,
Okay,
which specifically affects things when you have a front loader attached and keeps the front axle alive.
got you.
And
Yeah,
that makes things quite interesting sometimes if you're doing stuff with heavy loads up high.
yeah,
I think it's probably most obvious on well, that's a good point, on the furling videos where I've got
yes.
the Ford, and yeah, it's quite crazy how much that thing flies about. Uh, Both Carters are on their way. Awesome.
Excellent.
And that's Carters, not Cartec.
Yeah, both Cartex. There's not two of them.
Oh God, no.
I had that in a Attigan video where I'd got a glitch where I was in two tractors at the same time.
That's impressive.
No, I'll get the bit you missed.
I talk about you and your missed bits in what will be yesterday's video.
Yesterday's. I don't think I've got.
Are you it?
Have I got
It'll
that
be
far yet?
yesterday now. So Saturday's video.
Oh,
Time travel.
you and your time travelling, yeah.
Um, yeah.
How close are you to trees? That's not going to work.
Uh,
I'll move out your way.
really. So demanding.
I'm just going off RC and FSG's nightmare they had in their
I haven't watched any of
Anna,
their,
Indiana.
I haven't watched
Oh,
any of their
well, it was
multiplayer in a while.
no, it was one of those days where if it could go wrong with auto drive, it would. And yeah,
Let's see how they
fair
managed
play
to
to him.
get on.
I'll move out the way of you.
Well, I
Your
think unless it's trying to
shiny
get to
tractor.
you, and then you're
I
just
don't
making it
know.
harder for it
Yeah, possibly.
because you called first, I believe. So,
I did. Yes.
so
Come on then.
probably what you've done is just completely confused auto drive by reversing away from it as it tries to work out how to get to you. Yeah.
Yeah. And now I've got. Oh my word!
That's why you just sit and wait.
I am. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
that wasn't me. That was the.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's the header.
Yeah, it's the header. It's the header.
Oh, this is. Oh, Pete's going to have so much ammo
It's
here.
the header. Is it because of the month that you're born in? Is that why I did it?
I think the problem is the header. We may need to swap the tractor.
Yeah.
I think the
It,
articulated tractor's not liking it.
the defense seems to be struggling as well.
I'm going to turn the combine off for a minute because it's very loud. Come on, you can do it.
Oh,
No.
your tractor's got very stuck. So what was it you said about avoiding?
Oh dear.
Oh, it's trying again.
Is it?
Yeah,
How trying is it? Very trying.
very, very trying. No idea where it's going.
That's going to do a loop now.
Have you got avoid crops turned on?
Can't actually recall. Are you? Whose tractor are you in?
I'm in your tractor. Avoid fruit.
Oh.
No. I'll just
Let's
wait here.
change the setting.
I'll just wait here.
Collision detection, avoid fruit. Where are we? No.
Is that you driving now? Or auto drive?
No, it's still auto drive.
Okay.
That's
Right
never
there.
worked for you.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Are you sure that wasn't you driving?
Promise. I don't wear vest tops.
True. And you're not that accurate either.
Yeah, there was no collision with the header. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Well, I got about 18% unloaded anyway.
Oh,
So.
I'm doing just fine, thanks. I'll carry on in a moment.
Have you got a... And take this the right way. Have you got a longer auger than me?
Have I got a longer one than you?
Oh dear.
I don't think so. I was just more patient.
Yeah, I think I was moving a little bit too much. At least the fence quick, it'll get around the field in at least half.
As soon as no, I can't tell the settings. As soon as you move, you upset auto drive. So
yeah,
if you're lucky, they'll no. The sensible tractor is off as well.
Oh dear, it's telling me. Actually, it tells you how long it's saying on the fence that it's 17 seconds. Is that how far away it is from me? Do I stay still? Do I move? What?
Stay still.
Okay.
I'll stay
here.
Stay,
boy.
I tell you what, let's take a mini break and we'll come back when the fence found you, shall we?
That's not a bad idea. Fence, come on. There we go.
There it is. We're back. Hopefully, because it's your tractor, it'll be nice to you.
Yeah, fingers crossed this works now.
I'm not sure if you have got a shorter one, mate, actually.
We've got the same length header, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's going to be okay. Left a bit, left a bit, left a bit.
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Well, yeah, realism is key.
Yeah, I think you've got a short one, mate.
How have we done that then?
Mine's... I'm just trying to compare.
The way to check would be... Oh, they've got different tracks, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm just trying to do a bit of visual inspection while we wait for you to eventually unload.
It's all about the angle that you look at it, I think.
Yeah, I think they're the same.
Yeah, I think it's just the way it approached. We'll go with that.
I'm just going to blame you.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's fair.
But at least the auto drive works.
Yeah, I'm impressed. The big loop you've driven around the field does really help auto drive out on fields this big.
I think it should do. Yeah, it's I don't think it hurts either way, actually.
No. I think it's more when it's trying to get back to like tip into the truck, rather than finding the combine. It really,
yes.
I found it kind of struggles with that step if the waypoints are too far away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's what I thought. Oh, it's a huge field, but we'll give it a go.
Good yield.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
I mean, it's soybean, so it doesn't need any fertilising. So
no, it's
just lime really and soil.
Yeah, I can't remember when I looked if the pH was okay or bad. I can't recall.
I'll take that as a yield. It's over 100%.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Should be a very nice payday.
It should. Because we desperately need it.
We do. We're kind of broke. And
yeah,
in fact, we're quite in debt now, aren't we, from buying the cows? So
yeah, just stick cruise control on, and we'll have a look at actually how much we are. Yeah, 125k in debt.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
It's fine. We've got plenty of products.
Yeah.
That can be sold at some point.
Just get some sheep and get a clothes factory down, and we'll be rich.
Yeah, yeah. Or a massive chicken coop.
Yeah, that's not so much, but clothes is definitely a money printing license.
What was it, about 30k a pallet?
It's something stupid like that, and the conversion rate from wool to clothes is nuts.
Okay.
There's a little bit for you on the corner there, because I know you like little misbits.
Oh, I can see it, yeah. I'm on it. I'll just follow behind you, clearing up your mistakes.
Yeah, yeah. That's how it works, isn't it? You do all of the prep work, you tidy up all the mistakes I made.
I think it's, yeah, a little bit like that. But to be fair, if I'm busy first thing, you'll hop in as well, won't you? So
yeah, and
swings roundabouts.
Yeah, my morning did not go as planned. So.
No,
we should have started a fair bit earlier, but I had to do the college run. A few more months, and hopefully she'll be driving herself there, or she'll have finished. In fact, I'm not sure which comes first. Actually, I think it's pretty close because the wait time for booking a driving test in the UK is insane.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I think it's about 5 months he had to wait.
Really?
From booking to it actually happening.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be kind of close between her finishing lectures, because she's in her last year of A levels, and
yeah,
when her test is booked for. So
okay. Yeah, I think can't remember who it was now. Someone I was talking to was saying that yeah, their kid was trying to get in and it was a ridiculous wait.
Yeah,
and they managed to get a cancellation. So
she had the option of, I think one might have been a cancellation, but it was like a week away when she was looking to book, or the other one was like 5 months away, and a week away was way too soon.
Yeah, I suppose that's the only thing, isn't it? If it's a retest, then that's jobs are good and but
yeah.
But so have you done any of the
No. I cannot teach.
Which for somebody who does tutorials,
but I don't have to interact with the person learning.
This is a fair point, yeah.
So I can do that kind of thing. I cannot teach in person. I attempted it a couple of times when I was younger. I used to do a lot of sailing when I was younger, and
yeah,
the sailing club that I was part of used to run courses for all kids to learn, and I was like in my late teens at that point, and yeah, the couple of times that I attempted, one that I specifically remember, the kid that I was trying to teach ended up in tears. And I didn't do that again.
No. What, make a kid cry or teach?
No, teach. I've got. Yeah, I've got. I think of course, I've made a kid cry since I've got one of them.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it or not.
Yeah.
I'll have to find. I'll find out at some point. But yeah, it's one of those things you think. Might not go well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she had a bunch of driving lessons at first. Get like the basics in a car that had dual controls, and then she's been going out a lot with Mrs. D to actually just practice.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's been working well, I think. So
good.
Oh. Your Fendt tractor's rubbish.
It kind of got to you and then had a bit of a...
Just went sailing straight past.
Oh, we're nearly round the headland.
Yeah.
I hadn't clocked that.
We've nearly done a headland.
Oh, why? Do you know what we need to do? We need to put collision detection on, I think.
Have you not got that on?
I don't think it's on. Just because automatic. No. Where's it going to be? Collision detection. Detect FS22 or FS19 collision. See, I don't understand that.
Which menu is it in?
It's in the world one.
Okay.
And there's no FS19 or FS22. So we'll go with FS22, I guess.
Yeah. What it does. It did have a bit of information then, but then vanished.
Hopefully that will mean it sort of works itself out a bit better.
Let's try the.
Oh, it's looking promising. Left a bit, left a bit, left a bit.
Oh,
Come
let me.
on.
Oh,
That'll do. Stay there.
almost.
Almost.
I think the fence just given up.
Are you in your combine?
I am now. Yeah.
Yeah, it should kick on now then.
Come on. So slick.
Smooth operators.
Yeah. I'm glad that you did all this stuff so that we didn't have any problems with Courseplay.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Or auto drive. It's been seamless.
Where is it going now?
I have no
Or
idea.
is that you?
No, that's not me. I'm patiently waiting in my combine.
So why has the...
I'm hoping that I can call the Chavmobile forwards.
It's doing something. I think it's got the wrong side of the harvester there.
Do you think?
I don't think the collisions are quite right on these headers.
Maybe not.
The ends, I think,
Yeah.
are not quite right. Shall I get in here?
I'm going to back up a
This
bit
out of the way.
and give it a bit more room. Oh, the hammering is so enjoyable today.
Oh, are they back?
Yeah, they're back. You know, I'm just going to speed things up, or is that what you're about to do?
You now. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in it. There we go.
Perfect. Auto Drive did an outstanding job there. The Auto Drive worker looks a lot like you.
Oh. Useless.
No, no. Professional.
Really? Has he got a suit and tie on?
No, he hasn't. That may be the measure for some people of what a professional looks like. But
Well, this is true.
So the industry that I work in is quite casual for a lot of stuff like that, and I think it really disappointed some of my in-laws that me going to work usually involves jeans and a t-shirt, and quite often shorts in the summer rather than a shirt and tie.
Really? You're allowed to wear shorts? That's not fair.
Yeah. As long as we've not got customers in, then what does it matter?
Well, this is true.
You know, so my logic, and it's the same as if I'm in meetings with customers, I wear a shirt, but unless they're very, very important, I don't wear a tie. I generally don't wear a full suit because I'm not paid for my ability to tie a piece of cloth around my neck.
Well,
You know, I'm paid for what I know and what I do, not that I can tie a piece of cloth around my neck.
yes, that is a fair point. I don't think I've wore a tie for a while.
Yeah.
What was used to?
Yeah, one of the guys that I used to work with, he's retired now. He always used to say that he would only put a tie on if he had to lie, which was a joke, but has become a standing joke.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That you know, you put a tie on so you can impress people a bit, not with what you actually know.
Well, yeah, that's a fair point actually.
You know?
I think it's, yeah. I mean, I think it's probably a generational thing as well, isn't it? You know, it always used to be the.
I don't know, because
Oh,
I'm probably going to offend people again, because that's what I do. A lot of our sales and management people still think it's important to wear ties.
yeah,
Um, the people that actually do the work do not, because we're not
yeah.
employed because we can wear a tie and look smart.
Oh,
You know,
this is true. Yeah.
and the last few years, the standards have slipped a lot as well. So we
Uh,
have people turning up for work now in tracksuit bottoms and stuff.
Crackpot scientists.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
There are stories that I could tell you, which I won't tell you in a video, but I might mention a couple afterwards, because yeah, quite amusing. The eccentric people that get collected where I work.
I bet. I think that's the thing. I mean, you can have. I'm all for. You know, like you say, you don't necessarily have to wear a shirt and tie to to show how professional you are,
Mm.
but it's when people start to abuse
Yeah,
that. You know, I just think, yeah, okay,
yeah. I mean, like the very casual stuff is only when we're just working in the office, and yeah,
yeah,
there is 0% chance that someone will walk past that's of any impact on what we do. Um, so it's not like someone might just turn up and you've got to talk to them.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Um, so yeah, so we have a very broad range. We have from like shorts and t-shirts, which is people like me, through to people that do still wear a shirt every day or whatever.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Oh, that is mad. Yeah, so I wear a shirt and just jeans and boots, but
Yeah.
yeah,
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 engineer wardrobe number 3.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know what it's like at your place, but there is definitely a kind of standard set of clothes that a lot of people wear. It's
yeah,
like at one point 75% of people would wear black trousers and a blue shirt.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's where blue collar and white collar comes from, isn't it?
and
I'd imagine.
it's yeah, it's quite funny. And I'm guessing it's the same in most industries that have that aren't you have to wear a suit to work or whatever, that you end up with people that have their kind of work uniform that gets adopted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got, I'm not set shirts for set days, but I've got my work shirts,
Mm.
and yeah, it's like it's just rinse and repeat, really.
Yeah, I did.
Because it's like I don't want to be not wearing my nice stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I mean,
I don't want to wear my fancy
you
outfit.
don't want to wear your nice t-shirt to work.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I did have a period where I was doing a role where I had to wear a shirt more often, and I
yeah,
did used to have like a dozen shirts that would just get rotated through,
yeah.
and then we would have casual Friday, and I would wear pretty much the same thing every
Dressed out
time.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Whereas now every day is casual Friday.
every day's dressed. Yeah. Wow. That's like you say. You're paid for what you know,
Yeah,
not necessarily how you look.
and yours must when you work in that kind of in that kind of industrial science, technology, engineering stuff, and you're doing it at one of those types of jobs, you're there because of your capabilities. Is always
Yeah,
been my view. And so
yeah,
I love the fact that it annoys my in-laws and stuff. It used to annoy one of my grandparents. Um, you know, you turn up with a shaved head and tattoos, and people make a lot of assumptions about you.
yeah, yeah. I can imagine actually. Well,
Um,
actually, I'm a scientist. Yeah,
yeah, I had a fun encounter with some police one day. Um, so my the turbo was going on my car and the exhaust was blowing a lot, and
Hmm.
it was the weekend, and I was on my way to take a load of rubbish to the tip, so I was exceptionally scruffy, and this police were just being not very friendly because they made some big assumptions about me based on how I looked rather than who I was.
Oh,
It did feel like turning around and saying, well, actually,
yeah. Do you know who I am?
not quite that, but it's like, well, actually, I'm yeah, technically a world expert on this thing that I do, and
Yeah.
it's much more difficult than what you do. But that wouldn't have made me any friends with those very nice people who do a very important job.
Yes. Think, don't say. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like it really, because I see it. I've seen it a few times with that. And it's like you really shouldn't just judge people on how they look.
No, exactly.
You saw me get out of the car in a vest, tracksuit bottoms, with a shaved head and tattoos, and you assumed I was an idiot.
Well, to be fair, if you're wearing a vest, then I'm going to make the same assumption. Really? Oh
Ah,
my days!
it was summertime,
All the time, sun's out, guns out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This
So,
is,
I'm trying to see where the tractors are.
I can see the Fendt.
I can't tell if the Fendt is moving.
It's not saying it's got a time on simple
no,
inspector.
yeah, it's moving. It's thinking about something.
Can't see. I can only see one of them.
Something has gone catastrophically wrong. I think because it's just every now and again moving 1 to 2
So
miles
the
an
Fendt's
hour.
stuck in the middle of the field, and the
Right.
Challenger is over on the edge of the field.
Oh, I can just about see the blue. Yeah. It can't be struggling to think which one
The
to come
Fendt's
to.
going
Surely.
backwards now.
It's going quicker backwards than it was forwards. Oh no!
And did you put? Yeah, the Challenger is on auto drive, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's got AD next to it.
Yeah.
What on earth is going on? I'm going to go and grab a tractor, I think.
I'm pondering whether because we don't need to do more than this headland. We'll maybe put the truck. Well, we're going to use the truck on. We'll put the tractor somewhere where we can just tip into them, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know quite why it's struggling. Right, let's have a little break and grab a tractor, I think.
Yeah. So we've made some progress.
Finally.
Finally, we've given up on headlands. You might notice that the Fendt has been retired in the background as really just a heap of useless junk, I believe, at this point.
Yeah, we're having significant issues.
It has issues.
It has issues.
Yes. The Challenger is much better behaved at unloading the combines.
It is. Oh, sorry. What?
I
don't know.
I don't know. I think
I've even given a course.
I think I had a bit of GPS drift there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the satellite got knocked off kilter.
Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, now bolted the header up. There we go. I think I lost the satellite connections for a second.
Yeah. It's still going swimmingly, isn't it?
It is. It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's cool.
And people choose to watch this stuff.
Yeah.
Voluntarily.
I'm not quite sure why.
No.
Half the time.
I guess eventually, with the planet being big enough, there'll be someone who'll watch anything.
Well, yeah, there is that.
That's cool. Both of the carters have unloaded, so
Well, it makes a change.
Something's worked.
There is that, yeah. Good shout putting the quad track on. Hopefully that'll behave itself slightly more.
I am really curious as to whether the LSWs that you have on there are just a bit buggy, and that's
it might it might need to go into the workshop.
That's why you're sliding about all over the place as well at the same time.
Well, yeah, it does seem to have very low friction.
Yeah, putting
slicks.
Putting the front weight on hasn't really solved it, has it?
No, even at reasonably low speed, it Doesn't like it.
No. I'm surprised the truck's not gone off to tip.
Don't forget, it's 250,000 litres.
True. Yeah, it's true. We've only put about 160,000 litres in, I guess, so it's got plenty of space left. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
There we go.
I really don't think it's going to take that much longer.
I think now we're into the
chop this field down.
The long runs. I think I'd be inclined to agree with you on that one.
What did you put us on? Oh, you put us on roughly 90 degrees.
Yeah, 90. Yeah, it should be within 0.1 of a degree.
Yeah, yeah. Using your ever so old-fashioned way of setting up GPS.
I sort of flip between the two.
Yeah. To be honest, the only time I use guidance steering is in multiplayer, so I shouldn't really complain.
Yeah, I do like the VCA. I like the look of the VCA and the fact that you can just rotate it so easily.
Yeah, I just find it so much easier to just very quickly use it.
Yeah.
I think on Maypole I'm probably going to use guidance steering. I think I've spoken about it before because I like the idea that I pay to add it to a tractor.
Yeah, yeah.
On there.
Are you going to lower the price, or is that too much of a spoiler?
I might do. I'm not that far through. I'm not that far through yet. So
no, true.
I'm closing in on opening up the end of the 1990s.
Wowzers!
Which sadly I'm quite excited about because there are a lot of late 90s tractors that I really like. So,
there are some pretty cool ones out there, actually.
So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. It's going to be quite a big. And the problem with that I found is that there aren't that many sort of early 80s and early 90s tractors to make use of. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Cool. It should be good.
Yeah, yeah. In the gap between us not being able to start and me having to go out this morning, I was recording commentary for a video on there.
Oh, nice.
And if you saw I did post the screenshot from it because it was really nice actually doing some field work.
Yes, I did see that.
I got so bored of winter in FS. Maybe we need to turn the collisions back on.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I'm just sorry to interrupt.
I'll sort that. Collision detection.
Just sat there going, I'm reversing, and this is it's not going to help.
Oh yeah, I do have that one. It's a tabbable as well. Yeah, that's got FS22 collision detection.
If we need to, we may need to bring in that little bit of a loop then in that.
Yeah.
Undulation.
Yeah, and I think we need
bring it into the
probably next time we do harvest on here, we'll we just tweak that. I think it's better with those loops to have them on the field almost.
Yeah.
Well, it's less realistic, obviously, because realism is key. But
yeah,
I think once you've done the first headland, the loop being on the field makes it a bit easier for things because we didn't record that bit. The Challenger was getting stuck on a tree collision. It wasn't actually hitting the tree. It was just the collision for the tree was stopping it, making its way around the field to unload.
Yeah, it was.
You have a lot of fun, don't you?
Yeah, just ugh. Right, have we got GPS on? Yes, we have. Let's just go.
I think it's your short pipe, mate.
I'm tempted just to go and see if it'll.
Yeah.
No.
Is it knocking you off track?
Doesn't like my combine. Oh no, hold on.
There you go.
Second attempt.
And just the quad track is trying to catch up behind me as well. We could have both of us. We're probably going to run out of field before it actually catches up.
That's the only problem. When you get to the headland, the tractor stops and then reverses, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
Oh, it did it.
Oh, look at that. It's like a thing of
is
beauty.
Worth a screenshot just to prove that it did work. Oh. That, I'm sure that happened. I've seen that happen.
Too late.
It's the articulated tractors.
Yeah, I don't know if auto drive handles things like quad tracks well still. It seems like it doesn't from how it's behaving. But yeah. Oh.
5 minutes.
I'm so glad that you did you did that prep, so we didn't have a problem with. I think I folded the combine header again. Yet
I took a screenshot of it because it's just.
I'm just folding everything up at this point. Fold the auger in.
Oh my word!
One of the bits I hate about the default key bindings for GPS is that it uses X.
Right.
And so if I don't have the Alt key pressed when I go to re-enable GPS, I fold something.
Okay. Yeah.
So I keep folding the header up.
Oh dear.
Which is a tad annoying. I think when I was using guidance steering in FS19, I changed that key binding. I should do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be an idea.
You missed a bit.
I missed a bit.
Yeah.
That's when the.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna leave it.
Challenger. The challenging challenger.
Yes. I'm just going to leave it in the field to annoy you when we come around to planting.
Oh, you are as well.
Yeah.
Little
things.
Talk about getting flustered with things.
Little things give me a great deal of pleasure, and things like annoying you by leaving that little bit of soybean in the field. Simple. I've got to get enjoyment out of it somehow.
Well, this is it. Yeah. I think that's the good thing about it, isn't it? It's the fact that it's all going a bit Pete Tong, but we can have a laugh about it.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
With your combine being mounted by the Challenger.
I don't know what went on there. I wasn't actually looking, I don't think, at that point.
No, I just spun around and saw that it had parked one of the tracks on the end of your header.
Yeah.
Which is probably not good for the state of the header. It's probably going to need to be straightened out afterwards.
It's done an Ollie Blogs.
Yep. I haven't watched his videos in a very long time.
I was going to just say the same. I can't think when I stopped.
Yeah. I think
I'm so behind on lots of different things I want to watch.
The last one I watched of his, I think, was one of the ones when he was ranting about, and it might have only been a short or an Instagram video, and he was ranting about the MPs talking in Parliament about why there isn't salad in supermarkets.
Oh yeah.
And how it's not that the summer in Southern Europe was wrong or whatever. I think that was the last one of his I watched. I'm quite behind on Tom Pemberton as well.
Yeah, I can't. I just tend to. The same with Tom, really. I haven't. There's some that I'll watch that quite grab my interest, but some of the stuff is just not clickbaity. But
his video titles and his thumbnails are always clickbait. Which, as I've spoken about many times, is a huge turn off for me for clicking on a video.
Yeah.
I hate clickbait titles. He doesn't need it. He's got, like, however many hundreds of thousands of subscribers or whatever.
Million,
it's like, you don't need a clickbait title at that point.
No, and like we've talked about it before, haven't we? So I don't need to go over it again. But if it's clickbaity and you're doing it,
yeah, true.
And that's not so bad, I don't think. But some of the stuff, it's stretching it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I like to see the development of the farm because they always seem to be doing something at the minute, and yeah.
And the last one I watched all of was when they were ripping the old dairy out. And,
yes. So,
the story, of like they had his uncle in and his dad talking about, I think it was his uncle or whatever, and his dad's dad that built the dairy when they bought the farm when they were like 15 or something stupid.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff I think is really cool. I'm part way through watching the solar panel one because I thought that was quite interesting.
That was interesting. I did watch
tech,
that one. Yeah.
and just how many solar panels they've installed.
Yeah, I quite liked the bit about how like they've got to do different things with the amount that they can push back through, because just ignore what I'm doing, because they'll blow
Yeah,
the system up.
yeah. I guess that's a genuine concern for kind of commercial solar panel installations.
Yeah,
I doubt your average domestic supply is going to achieve that. And
probably not. No.
I thought it was quite interesting how the electrician or whatever they had was talking about how with their system they don't need batteries because their peak usage is during the day when peak generation is, versus a home where your peak usage is in the evening or the morning, and you need a battery system to store what you generate.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting.
I thought that guy was really good. He explained it very, very well.
Yeah.
But it amazes me how quickly the installation goes up. Do you know, it's quite...
Yeah, and I guess at this point, it's a fairly routine thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit of uni strut and some fancy solar panels, isn't it?
Yeah.
What, how hard could it be?
Yeah.
But joking apart, it was very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know whether I regret or not, because probably it was about 5 years or so ago, there were grants everywhere to get free solar panels. And I don't know whether I regret that or not at this point with how expensive electricity is.
Well, yeah.
Because it was all based on the fact that the company that installed them for you for free got the money from selling back to the grid.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there were, I think, there were government grants for it, and then the way that the installation companies made their money is they got the buyback from the tariff that you had. But I mean, they're not. I did have a look a while ago, and they're not insanely expensive these days for a home. For a sort of moderate home installation.
Oh, okay. I've never, because I honestly never looked, but
and we do use a lot of electricity during the day. With working at home, a lot.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. D is at home all day. We've got a teenager that's, although she's in college, doesn't seem like she's in college that many hours a day. I did kind of think that actually there might be some benefit to it. Maybe even more so if you save the planet with your electric car.
Well, yeah, if you can do it all that way, then yeah that is a bonus. I'm going to get wiped out by the case. Goodness sake.
Yeah. We do need to maybe think about some better tractors for karting.
We do.
Maybe some...
I think it's past the front of it. Stay still.
Yeah. Maybe we need something like some 8Rs or something. Or some case...
You've got a couple of them.
Are they 8Rs or 7Rs? They're on stupid tyres again, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Who set this save up?
Don't know. I don't know. They need. We have two 8Rs, 370 horsepower, 420 horsepower 8Rs.
They should be plenty, shouldn't they?
Would be perfect. Maybe next harvest time we just get the wheels swapped on those.
That's not a bad idea.
They should handle those grain carts okay.
I would think so. And even if they're a little bit slower, it's going to make up for the fact that
we're crashing all the time.
We're not getting rammed. And possibly maybe we look at seeing about a longer auger or slightly smaller header.
Yep. I could see the benefit in having a longer pipe.
Which one are you coming down? That one. So 3, 4.
And I've no idea which. Oh, the Challenger has responded.
Oh, well done you.
I'm not sure. So I am hitting the auto drive cool driver key as well.
Okay.
I was opening the auger, and I don't know if it's making a difference or not. They're just going to pass each other, I think.
We'll soon see.
Hard Don't wait for him. I'm nearly full.
I think I managed to just keep reversing with the quad track just to keep unloading.
Yeah.
And I've got about 300 litres left, and then it cleared off.
Oh,
so.
the quad track's going to come and unload me. Yay.
Yeah, I don't think we've got the best set of karting tractors.
No.
Combined with the stupidly wide headers.
Yeah. I don't... Is there an option for a really long pipe on the combine that we have?
I don't know.
I'm just having a look. What could go wrong with me ignoring the quad track coming to unload?
I don't.
Pipe
40 foot.
There's a 50 foot, which it looks like we've got the 50 foot. I think we might need a shorter header.
Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the...
Weirdly, it's behaving completely perfectly for me.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I think it's just you. I think a lot of it is you.
It would be, wouldn't it? I think it's a bit hit and miss. It's like kind of gets there and then it starts trying to move and adjust itself, and it really doesn't need to.
If it doesn't try and adjust, I think it's fine. It's when it tries to turn, because I think there's something in... Yeah, I have memories from FS19 of having to edit quad track or like articulated tractor mods to get them to work with auto drive. In how the steering, I think it was basically slowing down how the steering responds.
Oh, almost the sensitivity, I suppose.
I can't remember, one of the modders who did one of the big quad track mods, they released kind of here's the text you copy and paste in if you want to use it with auto drive.
Oh, okay. That's handy.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of editing of mods is beyond me.
Yeah, I've done nothing with vehicles. No, actually, tell lies. I changed the horn.
Oh, well done. Yes, yeah, you did, didn't you? You did. You did so well.
It was cool.
So proud of you.
Good giggle.
So proud.
Hey, it took me at least half an hour.
One of the things that I've been wanting to play with is changing engine sounds in tractors.
I'd like to, and gearboxes.
Yeah, I don't play with the sound on that much, but when I do, some of them just sound so, particularly the Giants ones, sound so bland.
Yeah, I was saying this in... No, not this. No, I can't remember what it was. The next Oaks video. Because I was using a fence, funnily enough.
That's unlike you.
I know, yeah. I'll give it away because I'd kind of hinted anyway. And I saw it on Gaming with James video. I think it's the... Oh, what is it? What do they call them? It's the 8 one. It's not an 8R. What's it called?
800.
Yeah, 800
8
series.
something. Yeah.
8 something S4 or something. Series 4, I guess. And that sounds amazing. It goes 41 mile an hour, and the sound is just brilliant. And I was like, it's so different compared to, the standard ones you get. Even modded ones. Some modded ones, they just use the standard.
They just use giant sounds.
And, I'm in no position to... I'm not knocking them, because I couldn't create a mod like that, but I like the ones that sound a bit different.
There's a really nice pack of Fendt engine sounds.
Okay.
Of prefabs that have been recorded from actual tractors.
Cool.
And there's instructions in there about how to add them in.
Right.
But because I was looking at using them for other non-Fendt tractors, because like the old John Deere that Giants released, it just doesn't sound good.
No.
And there's a set of sounds for an old Fendt in that, and it's like, maybe I could combine them.
Would be interesting, and I've messed up here.
Gearbox editing is not that difficult. There's a really good video on YouTube from FS19 about how to do it. Because it's the same. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
As long as you're not worried about... it's a little bit different because there's all the different transmission types now.
Yes.
So the bit that I had to do on the Ford that I'm using on Furling, it was changing the gear change time. So to simulate, it takes you time to, engage the clutch, move the gear lever, and that. Giants have implemented a timer for that, and I ended up changing it because it was so slow.
Right.
But if it's just like gear ratios and speeds and stuff, you can just use the same calculations from FS19. So there's a really good video that links to a spreadsheet to work it all out for you.
Okay. Because what was I trying to look at doing it on? Oh, there was the Ford Ranger truck mod. It's got an auto box in it, but it sounds, I don't know, awful, I suppose is the word, really, be descriptive. So I did look at changing that because I was going to use that on Calmston, but in the end I just stuck with the disco. But
sounds is in some ways easier because you can just, if you find a tractor you like the sound of, you can just copy the sound across. I did that on the electric edits that I did of the old case. I just copied the sounds across from the electric riggy track. And that seemed to work fine. So sounds is not so hard, I don't think.
No.
And gearbox is not that hard once you understand how they work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you design cars for a living, you should understand how a gearbox works.
Don't do gearboxes.
That's the lamest excuse. Someone else's job.
Somebody else's job.
I'll get the gearbox man in to sort it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we have a powertrain team.
Yeah. I guess you kind of have people that specialise.
I have people for that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, it is so much nicer being unloaded by the Challenger. It's much better behaved.
It's a much better tractor. It's a really nice tractor, isn't it?
It's a better tractor.
Just admit it's a really nice tractor.
It is in this instance, yes.
I'm just going to see the Quadtrac is so far.
You might be alright because you're sort of mid-run.
No,
you're nudged.
No, it did get nudged, but it has stopped. So I just waited at the end for it to come and unload. So.
Okay. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
Did you get the little bit on the other side? I just assumed you were going to grab that. You have, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Marvellous.
Yeah, I did. I wouldn't leave that much. I'm not that bad.
I didn't. Well, I'm not saying anything.
Not that bad.
Well, that was surprisingly uneventful then.
Yeah.
Exchange, the first one.
Which row are you on?
I'm on 9, so if you go to 11,
yep,
then we shouldn't have any collisions.
Sounds like a plan. I do like, so one of the bits that I do like about guidance steering over the VCA one is it does have the road count and stuff, and it integrates a lot better with Proceed.
Yes, well, they're by the same modder, aren't they?
So it has a much better integration for Proceed. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Because you can automate the tram lines turning on and off, which is quite nice. You don't end up with the clocks and have all your tram lines at one end of the field.
Yeah, it just shows though, doesn't it? Because like you say tram lines, it's like what, and then you watch something like that and how they explained it. I mean, that was the first season, wasn't it? So it's okay. I hadn't realised that it did that. I thought it was just effectively crop destruction by going through with the sprayer.
No, I think they're intentional.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess you wouldn't waste the seed or the fert, would you?
No.
So, because I guess over a field, well, it does mount up because you fail a contract on it, wouldn't you?
Do, yeah. Apparently.
Apparently so.
Apparently it'll make you fail a contract. So I found out.
Oh,
I
let's
thought
get
that was
back
going to
on
look
there.
so cool when I did that on a contract. It's like, it'll be awesome. It'll grow as, with the contract field will grow with tram lines in and forgetting two things. One, well, learning that it meant I didn't plant enough crop. And two, as soon as you complete the contract, the game auto fixes any of your mistakes and misbits.
Of course, yeah.
So it counts them as misbits. So it just fills them in anyway. That was the most
Yeah.
frustrating contract.
You could, I guess. Well, no, you can't because the field size is already in the.
Mm. You could
Yeah.
you could maybe change the percentage complete required,
That'd do it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
but I think the game would still then just go and fill them in. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But at least you could. Yeah, is it worth the effort of putting them
I
in?
don't think it is at
No,
that point.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah, the only
For it
other
just to get erased.
the only other more frustrating contract, I think it was the first time when I was playing FS19 when I tried to do a fertilizing contract and I got a big hardy sprayer and I had no idea how the game worked, and so I didn't realize that the map would show me where I had and hadn't fertilized. Didn't know what GPS was, couldn't drive in a straight line still, before you say it, and I just couldn't complete the contract.
Ugh.
I was just like randomly driving around the field hoping that it would finish.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean, I think back now and you think, I can't remember if I started on 17 or 15. I think it was 17.
Mm.
And like, never heard of it, never seen anything on YouTube. Right then, how do I make silage? Because that makes me money.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember at the time going, I'm going to, like, so that's when I properly got into watching YouTube and stuff. I hadn't really bothered with it before. And I was like, so I need to cut it, forage wagon, stick it in a pit. Because I wasn't seeing the baling part at that point.
Yeah,
Was that? Yeah.
I didn't play. 19 was my first, and I'd watched Daggerwin, so I knew how to play FS with realism being key right from the start. But I'd watched,
which has set you in such good stead, hasn't it? Yeah.
I'd watched quite a lot of FS on YouTube before I bought the game because I didn't think I would enjoy playing this game. Doing farming. It sounds silly.
Yeah. Yeah.
My first experience of it was I used to watch a channel called Sim UK, and he used to play all sorts of simulators, and he did some streams on FS. I think it would have been 19.
Yeah.
And it was awful. He didn't have a clue what he was doing. Bless him. And
I know the feeling.
But it perked my interest. It was like, that looks quite cool.
Yeah.
And I kind of left it at that, and then because he was playing it, YouTube started serving me Daggerwin videos.
Got you. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this does look interesting. Because at the start of playing FS19, Daggerwin's content was a bit better, I think. It was a bit less hammed up. It's like, I don't know how to start a tractor, versus, he actually, I learned a bit about how to play the game.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure if, like, because I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, it would have been one of his later 19 series. He was using, like, Courseplay and all that sort of stuff, and he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Same with Chainsaw. I don't see him using that anymore, and whether that's because they're trying to like the console market, yeah, and not to alienate.
I think so.
I just think it's. I mean, if you've got it, why not use it? It's cool,
I think. I've been wondering that with BF and Maze Plus. Because in FS19 he was huge for Maze Plus.
Yeah.
I've not even heard him mention it in FS22 in the stuff that I've watched of his.
He mentioned it on. Do you not remember? We went on a live. I'm sure I called you in on a live stream.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
And he was mentioning it then with regards to, it was either, I think it was the Vermeer pack.
I think it was
I think.
shortly after release. I think he did, but I've never seen him actually use it.
No, I don't know. I don't think he's used it. I think the only big creator I've seen use it is Argsy.
I think a lot of the big German ones do.
Okay.
I think a lot of the big,
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
yeah, I think a lot of the big German creators use it, but yeah, I've not seen many of the bigger English-speaking ones use it. And I do wonder whether it is because you alienate console players.
Yeah, I think that's probably a thing. Yeah. Don't know. I suppose you do have to think about it when you've got that many
Yeah,
followers. Don't know.
just missed it.
Nice problem to have, I suppose.
Lag.
Oh.
I will unload it. There we go. Super smooth.
Super smooth.
I don't know how much we've got off the field.
No, I don't, because
Time. Well, actually, I still won't know. I was going to look in the truck, but all of the augers are full as well. So.
Oh. Mack truck's got nearly 150,000 litres in it, which is
yeah. Are you all right for time still?
I've got about 5 minutes, so we should be able to get everything.
Getting very close to your
emptied, hopefully. Yeah.
I'll go and grab. If I grab that one.
Oh, I can't get into the doofer. I can't get into a tractor.
I'm in one of them.
Are you in the... What are you in?
I'm in the quad track.
Oh, where's the other one?
In the middle of the field.
Okay, I'd run to it.
You do know you can just use the map and click on the vehicle.
Yeah, but I need to get my steps up.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go.
Sometimes you do remind me that you're so very special.
It'd be boring if I was normal.
It's a setting on the washing machine, as I like to say.
What's that?
Normal.
That's oh, really? There's one plant of soybeans I can see. Missed it. Never mind.
I do hate that, being normal thing. It's my response is usually it's a setting on the washing machine.
I like that. Yeah, never heard that before.
No.
No.
That or a right angle.
A right angle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Normal.
Not obtuse.
No. Or a wrong angle because you're a dad.
Come on, there we go. Is this all going to fit?
I don't know.
No, because I've gone too quick. There we go.
Let's have a look. The truck has about 20,000 litres of space. It's going to be very close. But that is a pretty solid yield off of there.
That is pretty good. It's not all going to fit.
So,
ugh, 8,500 left.
58,500 litres of soybeans.
That is pretty good, isn't it, really?
Does it register in... No, it doesn't register in time saving stock check yet because we've not put it in a silo. Oh, well.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, we can do that, can't we?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I was sat in the truck. Now stop.
Huh. That was fun, mate.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you again next week.
Fingers crossed. Have a good weekend, mate.
You too. I will speak
Catch
to you
later.
soon. Bye.
Bye.